Okay, as we said that if we have a system, so this is h of t, and here we have x of t. Here we have y of t. So if x of t is sinusoid, so it's a cosine omega naught t plus theta. Whether it is only one or if we have a periodic signal, which is a square, triangle, whatever, we change it to summation of weighted sum of a sinusoid. Then we can apply superposition. So for each one, for each term, we can find output easily. So output here, it's equal to A multiplied by H at omega naught magnitude, so this is omega naught, multiplied by cosine omega naught t plus theta plus angle of H of omega naught. So now a question, from where to get this omega magnitude of omega H of omega naught and angle of H of omega naught, or in general, from where to get H of omega? We have H of t. Okay, so to find H of omega هذا ممكن يكون مو periodic. Then we need to use Fourier transform to change from one domain to another domain. هذه الدومين مالتها t, and this is domain omega اللي هي frequency. And changing from one domain to another domain, and we are familiar with, and we use it before, same as in circuit 1. So in circuit 1, for example, if we have simple AC circuit, okay, here it is equal to A sine omega naught t, and we want to find the voltage here, V out, V as a function of t. And this is Vn, function of t. So how to find V out? We change this one to phasor circuit. So then we have here A angle 0, and we change this one to phasor, which is equal to only R, while this one it is equal to JXL. Okay, and here it is equal to 1 over JXC. And remember, XL it is equal to omega L, and XC, sorry, so it is minus JXC in general. Okay, so this one it is J omega L, and this one it is 1 over J XC, which is equal to 2 pi FL, which is omega C. Okay, 1 over J omega C, and 1 over J, it is equal to minus G, and 1 over omega C, it is equal to XC. Okay, so now here we work with omega. Okay, so output here we are finding in terms of اللي نسميها الفازor. So V out, it is not V as a function of time, so it is V out. Okay, which is equal to just apply divider rule. Okay, multiplied by this one, which is minus jxc divided by total. Okay, then you can find the answer. So then the answer here, you will get R angle some gamma, for example. Okay, highly بتحصل, but this is not the solution. Not this one, what I am looking for. I'm looking for V out of T, so then we need to change this one and back to time domain. So then V out of T, it is equal to whatever you get here, R, we use sine, same frequency, plus the angle, which is equal to gamma. So now, this is in time domain. بس سويت أنا في الحقيقة. I change it from one domain, which is time domain, into phasor domain, the frequency domain. Okay, but after we solve it here and we get the answer, we return back to time domain. Okay, هذه one thing. Second transformation that we use it in chapter 15, Laplace. So from the circuit or differential equation, ky double prime plus 5y prime plus 2y مثلا equal to whatever you have. So we change differential equation by using Laplace transform into linear equation. هذه صارت linear. Okay, then solve it here. After you have a solution, rather than you will get f of s in term of s, it's equal to this one. The question is, for example, or y of s here. The question is to find y of t. So then you need to use inverse Laplace transform to find y of t. هي إذن الترانسفورميشن مو للتصعيب ها للتسهيل. Okay, solving differential equation is more difficult than solving linear equation. Similarly here, working with time domain, it's a little bit difficult compared with phasor or compared with the frequency domain. Again, here, finding convolution, this is x of t, here we have x h of t, and this is y of t. So we need to use convolution to find the output. While if you work with frequency, and we are going to prove this one, if you work with a frequency, it means that you need to change this one to omega, x of omega, and this one h of omega. Then here you have y of omega. So y of omega is straightforward. It is x of omega multiplied by h of omega. It is not convolution. We change convolution into multiplication. هذه one important advantage of Fourier transform. But put in your mind that we want to find y of t. So we use frequency domain. Okay, so find y of t, not y of omega. So after you solve it by this way, and you simplify it by using Laplace transform, by using Fourier transform, so then you have just multiplication, but you get y of omega. Then you need to change it to y of t by using inverse Fourier transform. Okay, so we change this one to this by using Fourier transform. Okay, and after solution, we have to use inverse Fourier transform to find y of t. فهذه كلها قاعد يبسط لي ما قاعد يعني يعقد السالفة ولكن قاعد يبسطها. Okay, so then the Fourier transform, it's a type of transformation. We change a time domain. Okay, to frequency domain. Okay, هذه صارت Fourier transform. Then after you have a solution, then you need to return back from omega, which is omega or f اللي هي frequency domain. في relation omega equal to 2 pi f, which just multiplied by constant. Then we need to return back to time domain by using inverse Fourier transform. فيه وايد شبه من اللابلاس. Okay. So here we use x of t, x small, t small. Here we use x capital, okay, omega. This is how we differentiate between the two. So then here, x capital or y capital or whatever capital, we use it for frequency domain, and the small one we use it for time domain. If you want to see this one, you want to see the waveform, then we use oscilloscope. The oscilloscope. So this is t, and this is your x of t. Okay, so you will see example something like this. Variation of signal with respect to time. But if you want to see spectrum, so we need to use a spectrum analyzer here. So I will access with omega or with f. Okay, and here you will see something like this. So this is 1 minus 1. So this is that 2. This is that 3, and so on. Minus 2, and minus 3, and so on. Okay, so this one, to see it, we use a oscilloscope, while this one we use spectrum analyzer. ويتكم أنا الحصة اللي طافت شكل السبيكترم انلايزر. اوكي، شنو الجول؟ شنو الهدف من هذه if I know this one؟ يعني خلينا نقول إن you are listening to something here. شلون يرسمونها هذه؟ Okay, so you are here and you want to listen to يعني something with this frequency, which is very pure. So if nothing, no distortion, then you are going to listen this, exactly whatever is sent to you. ولكن suppose we have we have noise here, okay? Too much noise. واحدة هنا، واحد قاعد يتكلم here, third one here, fourth here. So then you are going to listen to this plus noise coming from here. كله noise. So then this noise becomes something like this. بيكون on top of this from the main one. بيكون addition of all يعني noise plus المين one. طيب. So how to get rid of all these noise? How to listen to the original one, which is x of t? Okay, then you need to take all the sound, okay, to spectrum analyzer here. Okay, and if in the spectrum analyzer, you will see that this is the main one here, but all these noise and noise is coming from people here, which means that and to listen to x of t or to receive exact x of t, I need to design a filter, okay, with a cutoff frequency here. So anything after 1 is going to reject it. So this is my filter, هذه filter. So then I can put a filter here. خدت على the spectrum analyzer, we know that what is the frequency of all these noises. Then I am going to put a filter here. I راحت على الفلتر. So that is going to reject noises and pass only this one. So then again, you are going to listen to whatever sent to you here from x of t. بدون هذه in time domain, you cannot differentiate. You have something like this, a noise plus plus the original one. It could be something like this, but you cannot differentiate. ما تقدر تفرق شنو النويز وشنو الأصل اللي جايك. Any question? واضح. طيب لو تذكرون كنا نسوي هذه x of s equal to integration of x of t e to the power of minus s of t dt minus infinity to infinity. Okay, how to change it from time domain to frequency domain to S domain. ففي شبه هنا S الحقيقة is equal to real part plus j omega. So real part equal to 0, f real part equal to 0, then S equal to j omega. And this is what we are going to use, S equal to j omega. So then it is function of omega. So then كل اللي بسويه بغير الاس الى الاوميجا. So then x of omega equal to integration of x of t e to the power of بدل minus s of t, it is minus j omega t dt from minus infinity to infinity. Okay, and they have the شيئين. So we have x of t here, and I want to change it to x of omega. So then we need to use Fourier transform. A Fourier transform. القانون يقول that's equal to x of t from minus infinity to infinity e to the power of minus j omega t. Okay, sometimes we need to work in a frequency. So similarly, x of f equal to integration of x of t e to the power of minus j So instead of omega it is equal to 2 pi f t dt. نفس الشيء ما غيرت شيء أنا هنا. Okay, so now if we have x of omega or x of t or x of f, and I want to go back to x of t, so then we use inverse Fourier transform. So now I want to find x of t given x of f. Again, it is equal to integration from minus infinity to plus infinity. Now we have x of f is given e to the power of plus j 2 pi f t df. So it is with respect to f here. طيب. Here again, if we have in terms of omega, so x of t equal to integration from minus infinity to plus infinity, x of omega is given. So e to the power of j 2 pi f, it is equal to omega t d omega. Except one thing here. We know that this is df, okay, and omega equal to 2 pi f. So then d omega equal to 2 pi df. So then changing df to d omega, so d omega divided by 2 pi equal to df. So how do we replace it with omega? Yes. So then to replace df, it is equal to d omega divided by 2 pi. So 2 pi is constant, so we can take it outside. Don't forget this one, divided by 2 pi here. If you work or you want to find x of t from x of omega. But with f, there is no 2 pi here. واضح. Any question before we take some example? طيب. So let me take some example here. If x of t equal to delta t minus t naught. اوكي احنا الحين قاعدين ناخذ الديريفيشن، ناخذ بالانتجريشن. But later, whether today or next lecture, and we're going to use a table. But you need to know how to find or how to change from one domain to another domain by using integration. بعض الأحيان في الاختبار we are going to ask you to prove it or to show that the Laplace or the Fourier transform for this function is equal to this, even though that you have it in the table. واضح? So it is not difficult, it's very easy. So as we said that here we want to find x of f. Okay, so x of f equal to مثل ما كتبنا x of f equal to integration from minus infinity to plus infinity of x of t equal to delta t minus t naught multiplied by e to the power of minus j 2 pi f t dt. طيب. Okay, we said that if we have integration of f of t delta t minus t naught with respect to t, then we just need to evaluate this one. هذه مو integration, it is just evaluation. We need to evaluate this one at t naught. So then it is equal to f of t naught. So similarly here, f, it is this one. Delta t minus t naught is this. So then just you need to evaluate f of t, which is this, at t naught. So then it becomes e to the power of minus j2 pi f multiplied by t just evaluated at t naught, so multiplied by t naught. That's all. طيب. If you try to plot spectrum for this one, so we have two things. We have magnitude spectrum, the magnitude, the f, x of f magnitude, and angle of x of f. طيب لاحظ الآتي الماgnitude هذه e to the power, so this is r e to the power of whatever j theta. So then whatever we have here, it's magnitude. So magnitude equal to 1. So always equal to 1. Constant 1. Okay, what's about angle? لكن نلاحظ بعد هذه الماgnitude is always even, huh? So whatever we have on the right, we have it on the left. Okay, angle, whatever we have here. So this is the angle. So angle, it is equal to 2 pi t naught multiplied by f. هذه الانجل, so it is function of f. So then it is same as n multiplied by x. So then this is the slope of the line, and this is f. And don't forget, this is we have a minus here. Okay, so then for f positive, then we have a negative value here. So we have a line like this with the slope equal to minus 2 pi t naught. معناته كل ما تغير التي نوت كل ما تغير هذه. Similarly, x of f, angle of x of f is, as we said, that it is odd. So whatever we have here, we have it here, but with opposite sign. واضح. طيب, what's about this? If x of t equal to delta t, what is the Fourier transform? Okay, again, you can go with integration, but straightforward. From here, it's mean that it is integration of delta t e to the power of minus j2 pi ft dt. Okay, where t not equal to 0. T not equal to 0, that's mean that I will get this one with a t not equal to 0, so then it is equal to always 1, constant. And if it is multiplied by a, so then it will be a multiplied by 1, so it will be a. So angle equal to 0, while magnitude equal to a. It would say at a, and angle equal to 0, then a t not equal to 0. So then we have a horizontal line. So always at 0 here. Okay. طيب هذه الفورمولا sheet here. So we have a table. We call it this Fourier transform. Okay, so when we have delta t, so then it is equal to Fourier transform for omega, or for f, it's equal to 1. And when it is equal to delta t minus t naught, then there is another table. We call it properties of Fourier transform. So if we have a shift, how to work with it, بنشوفها later. But you can say that, oh, we have it here, then why do we need to use integration? أنا قلت لك عن السؤال, it could be okay. Show that the Fourier transform, for example, for e to the power of minus at u of t, it is equal to this. يمكن السؤال يجيك كذي. إذا ما كان show, if it is not proved, not show, then directly you can use a table to find the Fourier transform, or go from Fourier transform, or from frequency domain to time domain. واضح؟ وهذين نفس اللابلاس بالضبط. اللابلاس also we have basic Laplace here, the table of transformation, and we have the properties of Laplace. هذه exactly the same. So here we have هذه Fourier transform integration, how to find it by integration, and هذه table of transformation, and here we have another table for properties. طيب فإذا الحين أنا ما أحتاج إني أشوف التable, because in this lecture I'm going to do it by integration. أي سؤال قبل ما أواصل؟ طيب e to the power of j omega naught t. Okay, so if x of t equal to, we want to find x of f or x of omega اللي تبي تسميها. طيب so let me say that we want to find x of f. So هذه equal to e to the power of j 2 pi f naught t. طيب, then how to find x of f? Use integration. So integration from minus infinity to plus infinity of x of t e to the power of j 2 pi f naught t multiplied by e to the power of minus j 2 pi ft dt. So then combine these two together. So it will be equal to minus infinity to plus infinity e to the power of, بيصير عندي 2 pi. Okay, and j, you can take it as a common, or minus j common. Then from here you have f, from here you have f naught, and t also common. How to solve this. شوي يبيله بس تركيز هذه. طيب. In general, we have e to the power of j theta. And e to the power of j theta, it is cosine theta plus j sine theta. This is periodic. This is periodic. Okay, periodic معناته it's something like this. So integration for one full period معناته from here to here, then a total equal to 0. Similarly, for the second one, equal to 0. Third one, equal to 0, and so on. So then this one, it is always equal to 0. So here S. So it is always equal to 0. Except when F equal to F naught. So at F naught, what do we have here? At F naught, at F equal to F naught, then this is equal to 0. So then it will be e to the power of 0, which is equal to 1. And integration of 1 dt from minus infinity to plus infinity equal to infinity. Then هذه شنو؟ هذه الدلتا. So then this is equal to delta of f, because it is function of f, it is equal to 0 everywhere except at f naught. So minus f naught. That's all. واضح؟ والله ما أدري واضح ولا لا، ما حد يقول أي شيء. أنا ميوت ولا إيش؟ ولا أنت وياي ولا وات؟
نسمعك واضح.
ما أدري يعني. طيب, if x of t now it's equal to some constant a, then what is x of f? أنا نستخدم الريزلت. So a, it's mean that the same case as this one. So I can write this as a constant multiplied by e to the power of j 2 pi f not equal to 0 t. So then a is constant, so x of f equal to a. Delta f minus f naught, but f naught equal to 0 now. Add f naught and at 0, so then delta f. So then it is equal to a delta f. Okay, فهذا الريزلت. This is very important. طيب, what's about if x of t equal to cosine مثلا? A cosine omega naught t. Okay, what is x of f? This one I can write it as e to the power of j omega naught t plus e to the power of minus j omega naught t divided by 2. So هذه a divided by 2. الحين صار هذا الكيس exactly same as this one. If we have e to the power of j omega naught t, then Fourier transform equal to delta f minus f naught. So let me use same result instead of using integration now. So then a over 2 is constant. From here, I will get delta f minus f naught plus. From here, I will get delta f plus f naught. طيب. Okay, similarly, if we have sine x of t equal to sine, so then I can write it as a e to the power of j omega naught t minus e to the power of minus j omega naught t divided by j2. So j2 is constant, I can put it here. طيب. So then x of f equal to the constant. So from the first one, I will get delta f minus f naught minus delta f plus f naught. Any questions so far? Okay, لا تنسى إن to change this one to omega. So omega equal to 2 pi f. So if you multiply it by 2 pi, so 2 cancel with the 2, then you will get pi here. إذا تبي تشتغل أو السؤال find x of omega, and you have here f, so then it is equal to 2 cancel with the 2. Okay. So left with pi divided by a, pi divided by j of delta omega minus omega naught minus delta omega plus omega naught. ركز على واحد، خلاص الثاني سهل ان الواحد يطلعها. Okay, we know that f equal to omega divided by 2 pi. So then you need to multiply it here by يعني هذه السكيلينج of f. Okay, so omega over 2f, so then it means that it is equal to 2 pi multiplied by delta omega minus omega naught. So by this way you can change from f to omega. والعكس صحيح. So changing this one, if you have x of omega and you want to find x of f, then here it becomes 2 pi multiplied by f minus f naught. So then you need to divide it by 2 pi. So 2 pi cancel with the pi, so I left with the 2 here. بعد سهلة يعني. طيب So let me plot spectrum for a sine now. Again, spectrum, it means that we have magnitude. So this is f, x of f magnitude. And for the angle here, so this is f angle of x of f. So important point here, we have delta at plus f naught and at minus f naught. فعندي هاي النقطتين مهمين. So at minus f naught and plus f naught. إذا هاي في الوسط هني. So this is at minus f naught and this one at plus f naught. Okay, خلينا نشوف ال first one. So which is at positive f naught. هذه f مبتي ها. So then we have it is a divided by j2. A divided by j2, put it in polar form. So it is a divided by 2 angle minus 90 degrees. So the magnitude equal to a over 2. Magnitude here equal to a over 2. Okay. Well, angle equal to minus 90. Minus 90. Similarly, at minus f of naught, so we have a minus a over j2. So the magnitude again equal to a over 2. Angle, it is minus 90, so it is plus 90. Or from here you can find it as we said that هذه مفروض يكون even. So whatever you have here should have it here. So this is a over 2. And whatever you have here should be equal هذه مفروض يكون odd. So you have it here with a pi over 2 positive. So واضحة أيضا from here. واضح. Okay, I will leave this one for you. You do it. X of t equal to a cosine omega naught t plus theta. But I can write this one as a over 2. هذه بتصير e to the power of j omega naught t plus theta plus e to the power of minus j omega naught t minus theta plus theta. Well, this one, I can split it into 2, so then it is equal to e to the power of minus هذه المهم هنا عشان ما اكتبها مرتين. So it is e to the power of j omega naught t plus theta. So we can split it into 2, so then it is equal to e to the power of j theta, okay, multiplied by e to the power of j omega naught t plus. Similarly, with a minus, if you have a minus here, then it will be equal to e to the power of minus j theta multiplied by e to the power of minus j omega naught t. Okay, هذه with respect to t is constant. Okay, so then when you change it to x of f, so it is equal to a over 2, and this is constant e to the power of j theta. While this one, it is equal to delta minus delta f minus f naught. Similarly, for the second one, the constant, so e to the power of minus j theta, and this is delta f plus f naught. لاحظ الآتي هنا. magnitude will be exactly the same, because magnitude of this is equal to 1 multiplied by a divided by 2. هذه cosine طبعا مثل المساحة، هذه الكوساين اللي فوق. While angle, it's equal to a divided by 2, which is angle of a divided by 2 equal to 0, and angle of this one, and this angle is equal to theta. فيعتمد على الثيتا طبعا. While magnitude is constant a divided by 2. واضح؟ Any question? أنا ما قاعد أروح للجدول دايركت ولا قاعد أخذ example and only 1 or 2 examples. قاعد أروح إلى more than يعني 10 examples في الانتجريشن. فلو ياك سؤال في الاختبار لا تقول والله تعودت على الجدول وخلاص. طيب. So let me say that here we have x of t equal to k e to the power of minus a t u of t. Okay, طبعا a greater than 0. Find Fourier transform for this one. خلينا نقول هالمرة نبي نوجد x of omega. Okay, what is x of omega? It is equal to integration from minus infinity to plus infinity of x of t, which is k e to the power of minus at u of t multiplied by e to the power of minus j omega t dt. طيب, k is constant, so I can take it here outside. U of t, anything multiplied by u of t is mean that it is valid for a positive from 0, from t greater than or equal to 0. So I can remove this and put it from 0 to infinity. So now combine these two together. So it will be equal to k from 0 to infinity of e to the power of minus a plus j omega and t common dt. وهذه equal to e to the power of minus a plus j omega t divided by a plus j omega with respect to t, and it is, we have a minus طبعا, or change this one, so it is from infinity to 0. طيب, at 0, when t equal to 0, then this one is equal to 1. When t equal to infinity, then this is equal to 0. So then it's left with K divided by A plus J omega. So this is my X of omega. Okay. If we want to plot spectrum, so magnitude spectrum, X of omega magnitude equal to the K. Magnitude of K is K. And magnitude of this one, it is A squared plus omega squared under root. Okay, angle of H of X of omega, it's equal to angle of this, it's 0. Angle of this one, it's tan inverse, so then it is minus tan inverse of omega divided by A. صاحب الماgnitude. So this is omega, and this is magnitude of omega. At omega equal to 0, then we have K divided by root of A squared. So it's here, K divided by A. When omega equal to infinity, then it will be equal to K divided by infinity, which is equal to 0. So we get something like this. Okay, similarly, for a negative, as we say that هذه even. So whatever you have here, you have it here. So then it becomes like this. Sorry. Its approach is 0. Okay. Okay, one important point here, we call it cutoff, which is here. I'm not sure how to find it. So at omega equal to A, okay, omega equal to A, then it will be equal to K divided by 2A squared under root, because omega equal to A. Okay, so at A, omega equal to A, so then it will be equal to K divided by A divided by root 2, high magnitude. هذا الماكسيمم, which is this, divided by root 2, and divided by root 2, it is equal to 0.707. Whatever we have at maximum, X of omega magnitude maximum. So then this point, it is equal to K over root 2A at A or minus A. هذه نسميها الcutoff. Okay, similarly for angle, هذه الأوميجا. Okay, at omega equal to 0, then this is equal to 0. At omega equal to infinity, then tan inverse infinity equal to 90 degrees. And here we have a minus, so then it is minus 90 degrees. So at infinity, it's going to reach to minus pi over 2. Something like this. طيب, again here, whatever we have in the right-hand side, we have it on the left-hand side, but with a negative sign, because this is odd, or you can see it from here. At minus infinity, it is equal to minus 90 multiplied by minus, so it becomes plus. So then at infinity, it's going to reach to pi over 2. Important point, as we said, that when omega equal to A, at omega equal to A, then it will be equal to 45 degrees. So minus 45, so here, when omega equal to A, so it is equal to minus pi over 4. Similarly, at minus A, it is equal to pi over 4. أي سؤال, any question?